Morning, folks. We got a big day ahead of us. Dad's gonna go do chores by himself. Salute. And we're gonna be cleaning out the barn. We got a big storm coming. They're talking 10 to 20 inches, so we're getting ready for it. We're gonna clean both buildings today, and then the next couple days we're gonna be putting up windbreaks. We're gonna be getting calves in places where they're gonna be safe and healthy and warm. A lot of snow, a lot of cold, a lot of wind coming, so we're gonna do what we can. Got a good start in here. I'm gonna head to the other barn and grab a pitchfork and get that stuff along the sides out where I can grab it. This is an old hog building, and Brian, my dad, he got a good start from this hog building. He was raising hogs and it was going good and he was making money, and something kind of happened with the hog market, and so it wasn't as profitable. And then Dad kind of switched into cattle, and I wasn't around then, so I don't really know all the history and markets and all that. I'm gonna go get a gator, come back here, clean this out the rest of the way. And then the plan is, we got extreme cold, and it's going to be so cold, snowy, and windy that we're not going to be taking the young pairs out of the barn and putting them out in that pasture. We're going to be using this building as kind of the hangout spot while the weather subsides. And so we're going to be calving in that barn, and then as they calve, we're going to bring them in here so they can be a little bit warmer. Barn is all clean. I can see Dad is headed this way with a load of feed, so I'll get the gate open for him. There is one other fun fact about this building. There's about 20 raccoons that live in the rafters up in there. They're kind of cliquey though. They got a secret handshake to let you get up in there. I've never figured it out. There's only 20 heifers left in this pen. The rest of them have either calved or they're sitting in the buildings getting real close to calving. We haven't been doing this long, but in 2 short weeks, our herd cows will start calving. What do you think about that, Ellie? Let that building air out a little bit more, and when we get back, we will spread the barn lime. Now get some fresh bedding in there and start moving some pairs over to this building. There's birds in the shop. Hey, get out of here. And that's how you do that. We often get the question, why don't you cut the net wrap off? Well, as you could assume, if we cut that off, this bale would be falling apart. And then if you come in here, it just wraps right on there, and then once every year or two, you just take the time, you cut that out, cuss yourself out a little bit for letting it get that way. And yeah, it's all right there. Looks like Dad is on his last load. So Dad's going out to grab one of these 3 windbreak panels. We got a few extra and we're gonna have to give one to the cows because it's gonna be so cold, you know. It's a little froze down and the skid loader's over there. We'll see if the bucket can peel it out, or maybe we'll break something today. That's always fun. Oh, it's coming. Dust should have settled in that other building. We'll spread that out and then maybe move some cattle around, and then we'll start on this building. Starting to thaw out. It's gonna be about 38, 39 degrees today. Pretty warm. That's gonna make for a happy cow right there. It's like the needle in the haystack, but it's the corn cob and the corn stalk stack. I could sleep on that for a night or two. One nice clean barn. You see Dad's moving some cattle over there.
Today's song of the day is Chicago, If You Leave Me Now.
Wrong side of the gate.
Turn.
Oh! Oh!
So the ones that are gonna calf, there's like about 14. They're gonna get to go in the Ritz, and the ones with pairs, they don't get the Super 8 or the Motel 6. They get like the Caddyshack 2, and then the older ones got calf shelters. So
I was going to knee therapy many years ago, and on my way there I drove by something like the Caddyshack 2.
yeah.
And a bunch of cops converged on it.
Yeah.
Yep, and then there's this man with a wig. I don't know what he was or what it was, but he got put in the back of a car, and
Local?
and his dog with 3 legs. It was weird. I don't know what they were doing, but something illegal.
A dog named Cat and a guy named Lucky.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know the barn needs cleaned out while you're taking steps through it. It sounds like. If they could just learn to pee and poop outside, that'd be a game changer. Dad just loaded up a bunch of cornstalk bales he's gonna take to Uncle Jeff's in a little bit for bedding and windbreak. He's going to spread that manure. We're gonna spread some barn lime. I think it's about lunchtime. Getting a lot done. We got some lunch ready in the house. Nothing's calving outside. We'll let the dust settle after shooting that bedding in, and then we'll spread it out in a bit. And then later today, we're gonna work some cattle over at Uncle Jeff's place. We got 2 barns all cleaned up. Nothing's calving. And looking right here, we've had a lot of calves since last video. So we got 8 bulls, 11 heifers. So that equals 19. That's a pretty good number. So 3 more. What?
19?
19. So 3 more in the pasture we've been bringing them to. We'll be full, and then we'll start bringing calves over to my place.
We've had a lot of calves since we started this and named the first 2 or 3. So I'm just going to go down the list and let you guys know these 19 that are named. The first one was Ralph, and then there was Noah and Nolan. The first girl was Sonia, and then Rose, you know who you are, my mother-in-law that watches all the time, Dolores, and then Tina from Texas, and you know Frank from Virginia, right?
Frank Scruggs.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
And Wendy, she comments all the time. And then Penny always comments, and Bill and Deb from Deb from California. Yep. Bill's from Indiana, by the way. And then Michelle, I don't know where Michelle's from. And then there's a ranch lady from Montana, and her username is like RSV Montana. So I told her the other night that I was naming a girl calf after Montana in her honor.
I see.
And I made her cry a little, she said.
Well, good job. Yep. You know, you've made a lot of women cry in your day.
Well, yeah. For multiple reasons.
Mostly negative.
Thanks. Could be. And then those good old boys that take the guided hunting tours, you know, South Creek Outfitters.
Yep.
I thought a boy's named Creek would be a nice name, so we got a Creek. Happy hunting. Gene, you know, Gene always comments. Love this name, Bert. Bert wanted one named after him. You know, Ed.
Yep.
Ed's getting one named after him. Number 134 is Ed.
Okay.
There. Tammy, but Tammy. She reached out to me.
No.
So maybe my wife will get one named after her, but this one is not.
Okay.
So that's the 19 for now, I would guess.
Uh-huh.
And we'll continue with it. Give me a good pitch on why your critter should be.
And give him a follow on Instagram, Sonne Farms Dad.
Oh boy, yeah. After I mentioned this the other day, my phone was like, Instagram, well, this would be a good name. And it's like, well, yeah, I wish I could pronounce it. But guy the other day said we've got almost 250,000 followers. That kind of puts things in perspective. 250,000, and we're going to have about 120 calves. So.
And we just spent 2 minutes talking about it.
All right.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
So Dad's going to take that hay over to Uncle Jeff's. We're going to stop at Storla Station. We need some pour on. Then we'll meet Dad over there and start working. Dad's got 200 heifers, I think, that we're running through. Uncle Jeff will be helping us. I think he's on his way back. Storla Station.
one done?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 out. I washed these yesterday. Yep. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard, isn't it? Where are you going? I'll turn around. Oh, there you go. He thought really hard on that one. You think my wife's gonna be mad at me? Might need a pre-rinse. Waiting for the bad weather, are we now? We got some good things done today. Tomorrow we're gonna continue getting ready for the storm that's coming. And then tomorrow night, Tuesday night, that's when the real weather's gonna start coming in through Wednesday and kind of stop Thursday morning. So we're gonna be moving a lot of snow, making sure calves are warm, and I hope you tag along. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Honey, I'm home.
How gross do you look? I'm afraid. Oh no. Yeah, poop.
Can you wash my pants?